Well, hey everybody, it's Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you, and I have a really unique opportunity to interview Randy from Always Hot Rods. And if you check it out, man, this guy's been building hot rods for years. How many years have you been open, Randy?
This year is our 20th year of our shop in operation, and I worked at another shop in town for 9 years.
Really?
Before that.
So you've been building cars basically for 29 years, but 20 years in your own shop.
That's correct.
Now that's some serious longevity building hot rods, and you tell me you do a lot of custom work, and we have right here before us a hot rod that's been on, come on over here. This hot rod has been on tour across the East Coast, and you said you went to Wisconsin and then Detroit Autorama.
Right.
And the front side, the other side of this car, has tons of trophies, but tell us about this car a little bit here and, you know, the concept and whatnot.
Okay. Well, we built this car, took about 3 years. I was an old Volkswagen guy, and we have a good friend, Jimmy Smith, who's a automotive designer, and he does a lot of custom drawings for different shops and stuff. Okay. We both wanted to do something really clean and really simple, but over the top with details and yeah. So
so give us an example of one of the details of this over the top details. And looking at it, I mean, folks, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this, I mean, even look at those wheels right there. That you don't. Those are one-off, aren't they? Because they've never seen that before.
Correct.
So that was part of your attention to detail.
Right.
But it's also less is more because it's not gaudy. It's like really understated but cool.
Right. That was the goal, was to build a car that people who know cars and people who build cars could appreciate.
Right.
And we didn't try to go with flashy colors and a lot of chrome, and you know, we toned it down and just made the car, let it do the talking instead of you know. So we, you know, one interesting thing, like the motor is all hand built.
Well, let's take a look at that motor, because I don't know if we saw the lights play back there or not. We'll get to that in a second, but he said something really cool about this engine. You need to check this thing out.
Ford Coyote. Okay. So we hand built. All this stuff is all handmade. This is a reservoir for the radiator. It's got a fuel pressure gauge in the back.
Really?
For setting the fuel pressure. The interesting thing is the customer's name is Jim Bridgewater.
Okay.
So we came up with this badge, Jim Bridgewater.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's very unique and very specific to this car too.
Yeah.
That's what makes it really cool. And like you said, it's very understated. Now, this is not your typical power plant for this year car.
No,
right?
no.
So this is a, what kind of an engine?
It's a Ford Coyote 5-liter crate engine from Ford Motorsports.
Really?
Yeah.
I told you it was a cool engine. 5-liter Ford crate motor engine. From Ford Racing Sports?
Ford Motorsports.
Ford Motorsports.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Now, what prompted you to do that? Because a lot of people use LS engines and whatnot. Did you want to stick to Ford?
Our customer really wanted to keep a Ford in a Ford.
Okay.
And at the time, this is, you know, one of the newer, latest, greatest motor swaps. You know,
right.
Because it's different. You know, the LS they're great motors and stuff, but once it's been done 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times,
yeah,
you know, people want to do something a little bit different. And this guy wanted to do something different.
And I'll tell you what, this looks really cool. Now, let's walk around over here and check out the trophies. Oh yeah, look at that.
Those have all been, those are just within the last 3 months. Cars have been traveling around a little bit. He's doing really well.
Right on, that's very cool. Now, what is the interior made of? I mean, we have a trophy that's I'm going to knock it over. But...
Well, because...
Look at that. That is really cool.
Because Jimmy and I are Volkswagen fans, this is a split window like 51 Volkswagen reproduction interior material.
Really?
So we found it online. We ordered it from Argentina, and he sketched out this design for the upholstery, and that's the shifter in the middle. It slides back into the seat so that.
No, what do you mean it's a shifter? It's a push-button shifter?
Yeah, it's a push-button shifter.
Really? So that looks like a phone holder or something else like that. Right. So that little thing right there is actually the push-button shifter.
It is.
God, that is so cool. Now the dashboard looks like almost like a stock dashboard because you didn't have all the padding back then. Is that about right?
Pretty close. We did do something. The bottom piece we usually add to the cars that we build because there's nowhere to put air conditioning controls and vents.
Right.
So the bottom piece we added.
Okay.
And then we came up with that waterfall piece in the middle to kind of come down and just tie it all together.
That makes sense.
There's like 40s era Fender amplifier speaker cloth in the bottom there that ties up, goes with all the colors that are in the car real nicely.
Now all this stuff you do, like the waterfall and the center console push button thing for the shifter, is that you guys do that in-house?
We do.
You guys fab it and everything?
Yeah, we design it.
That is so awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In this case, we went off drawings that Jimmy Smith did. We would get to a part in the build where, all right, we want to do something different. Turn him loose. He would come up with a little sketch.
Really?
And we would take that sketch and turn it into a finished product. And there's hundreds of those things all over this car.
Now you said it took 3 years to do this build.
Right.
How many people do you have in your shop to help you do stuff like this?
We have 6 guys, including myself and my brother, who are the owners, but we're also hands-on every day, doing the work as well.
Very cool.
So yeah, and we're a pretty small shop, but yeah,
that's awesome, man.
You'll be shocked. It's tiny, but we just try to give attention to detail. And
any special exhausts underneath here?
Yeah, everything. I mean, I wish you could see the bottom.
Is it 3-inch exhaust where it's extra loud or what?
It's 2.5 inch.
2.5 inch, okay. All right.
It's not real loud. The customer wanted it to be fairly, subtle going down. He didn't want to get that drone and stuff. So it's got some big turbo mufflers on it. But
that's very
cool. It still sounds mean when it's running.
Man. I bet it does. Well, this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, as we wrap up here, is there anything else specific about this car that you want to bring to our attention and bring to our viewers' attention here as we're conducting this?
I don't know. Pretty much, there's not one thing that stands out to me. It's an overall package. And we'll get people that will come and look at this car, for a half hour, go away, come back, look at it for another half hour, go away, come back and look at it for an hour and say, I'm seeing things every time I didn't see last time.
That's pretty cool.
And that was really our goal, was to just go crazy.
Right on. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, let's say goodbye to our folks here. Everybody, it's Eric with Eric's Garage AZ. And again, I've got Randy with Always Hot Rods here. We got an award-winning car here. It's been all over the Midwest and the East Coast. Now it's here in the Phoenix area. So you need to check it out. Go to Always. Give them a call. We gave you the phone number earlier. If you want a serious hot rod done, you got to check out these guys. In the meantime, like, subscribe, share. I'd like to say in Eric's Garage AZ land, drive it like you stole it, bitches. See ya.